everybody and welcome on today's video. The buds on my little field maple are swelling, so it's a good time to repot this tree. And well, this tree didn't do great the last years. I had some troubles with the heat in the past years. Well, last year was a good year because I had a new spot for my deciduous trees, but I suspect there is some issues with the soil. It's not draining well enough, the roots are not expanding well. I also lost a couple of the surface roots here, so it's going to be a surgical operation to see what roots are alive, what roots are not, and then I'll have to cut them. Well, quite a lot to do today, so let's get started. I'll start by removing the moss and, well, put that in a little tray here. Moss is always nice to keep. It's a moss covered little rock. And then small pieces of moss, well, that's not a problem when you lose that. But now comes the frightening part, I must say, because I'm a little bit concerned how this tree's root system is. Well, we'll find out. Okay, so we'll get it out of the pot, which is not difficult because it's not a complicated pot. So here we go. So, well, there's some roots, which is nice, and then I don't think that I need to cut much roots, but I definitely need to get this all cleaned up, bare root the tree, and replace the soil with better draining stuff. So, yeah. Oh, I see what it is. It's this sticky, yeah. I once had a bag of cat litter, and that was not good cat litter. It was decomposing when it became wet. So I think that this tree is planted in that, and that's why it's been struggling. So cat litter is really good stuff if you find the good cat litter. So this is good stuff, this is pumice. So I will have to see, this is a dead root, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna have a whole lot of these. Yeah, so I don't think that there's much to say here. I don't think there's much to show. This is gonna be cleaning up, removing all the soil, and then have a look at what's alive and what's not, and then start from there. And that's all that I will be able to do. So see you when this is all cleaned up. Yeah, lots of roots that are just falling off. Okay, well, if it's that, well, then that's it. I've washed the roots, and I must say, health-wise, this tree looks kinda okay. Of course, some of the very long roots will not be used, so there's no point keeping these. So I'll remove these to start. especially the thick ones. This sometimes you can reposition some roots, but okay, a general root prune. And like I said, this tree was not growing to its full potential, so curling back, don't want that. It's gonna be easier this way. So now I need to see what's alive and what's not. So obviously this is good, this is not good. So I'll remove all the dead things, and there's probably somewhere a spot where there is living tissue. So if I can uncover these places and plant the tree deep enough and add some rooting hormone, well, I might get new roots again. And here, that's dead roots, so I'll clean that up, but try to leave a concave place, a hollow, where new roots might emerge. So that means, of course, that I'll have to plant the tree a little deeper this year, and I hope that my pot allows that. So technically I'm trying to ground layer this tree again. Here I have a... Is there something alive here? No, this is completely dead. There's no use in keeping dead stuff. This is a living root, so that's nice. Here the moss is blocking my view, so I'll scrape that away. Okay, but this is alive, so just going to remove this portion. Right, so this was the front. Well, there's nothing, well, not much left of my beautiful root base there. So if I want to ground layer this, I'll probably have to get a little deeper. And scrape away the cambium, make this a nice clean cut. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so this, is there anything alive here? No, that's obvious. So here again, I think I removed all the dead stuff now and cleaned up what I wanted to keep. So that's good. And now of course I could remove some defectuous roots turning around and stuff like that, but I'll have to be very careful not to remove too much roots. Like this one, this is terrible. I'll remove that. And a little portion here. I'm just hoping that I get some more. You see, this is not a good root. This is good, this is not good. But I don't want to remove too much. In this situation. But I think that I have enough healthy roots. Now I need to see if I can use that pot again, because I want to bury the tree a little deeper this year. So that looks okay. And I'm going to use some hormone powder now on all these little wounds. And hope to get some new roots. But that's something that I will see next year. Well, it can't hurt, that's for sure. That's a lot. Gonna give it a shot here as well. And it's possible that I only get some callus tissue, which is not bad either, because that thickens the whole thing, and then in the years after that you can wound that callus tissue, and then you get more roots. So, okay, I'm gonna plant this now. So we have a little sun. Well, a few, I don't know, what is it, weeks, months ago, I filmed this tree, and the question was, is this going to be the front as it was before? Well, it's still not bad, you know, as a root base. I could lose, no, this was the back. So that's not bad. The front is, well, not bad either, so I was expecting it to be worse, but it's not. So anyway, because the front can be the back and the back can be the front and all these things, I don't think that I have a big problem, because, well, I just have to turn it and it's gonna look good then. So if I have a look now at my height in the pot, this is good, because everything is going to be under the ground and I will not see my surface roots in the coming years. Well, year, because I will get it out of the pot next year. And I just hope that this tree grows well now, because there's a little issue in the top. this is supposed to, well, I'll show you when I put this up. So I'm gonna finish this. So this tree is potted up and it needs a good watering, of course. But what I'm gonna do now is just put the moss back where it came from. Well, almost. And make sure that the sides where I need to have a good protection and good moisture around my roots, because I want a new root formation where I'm, well, technically ground layering this tree again to get some new roots. Yeah, so that's all the moss that I'm gonna need, and just maybe a little piece here just for the color of it, because I like moss. Okay, and here, and here, like so. Okay, so now for the top, there was one little problem with this tree, and that's exactly here. So this is the top, and the top died, but I had one branch here. So two possibilities. Well, I'm going to let this branch grow, not as a new top because it's an eye poker, but I have two good strong buds here. So I think that if I can keep this in this direction, I'll probably be able to graft some of these new branches on the top. Another possibility is just cutting back this. This is the strongest bud, and maybe some buds will emerge here. That's what maples do, that they do bud back in inside a crouch, an elbow, how can you call that? And well, the other possibility is that I get some new growth here, but I don't know about that. So yeah, well, future will tell. So I'm going to clean up and then give this a good water, and then we'll have a final look. So this concludes the work on this little broom-style field maple that I've been working on for quite some years now. I had a major setback, I must admit that, but as you see, as long as something is alive, well, there's probably something you can do. Now, should mention this is the 14th of February today. No, 15. And I don't know when this video will come out because I need a whole lot of time to do the editing, but well, okay. So yeah, so that's it. I think the tree doesn't look too bad. This is also a possible front. I'll see how the roots are doing next year. I just hope that this tree grows well in this new substrate. It's not too moist, it's not too soaky. And then of course, well, the front will also be determined by what I have here as possibilities in this part of the tree, or I'm trying to regrow this top, but I'm quite confident that this will work one way or another. So if you like this, please like, subscribe, share, I don't know, do something. And that's it for today. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.